Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Aditi Mohapatra, and I lead BSR's Women's Empowerment Practice.
And my name is Chhavi Ghuliani. I'm Associate Director of HERproject. Before we talk a little bit about HERproject, we're going to show you, so take a look.
যে আমি তো অফিসে আমার টাকা ঘরে রেখে আসছি চুরি hয়ে গেল কিনা
Sikujua kutumia family planning. Kusikia nilikuwa nasikia kwa watu juu sikuwa nimeanza kuitumia.
就是对一些妇科疾病的不了解，不了解，所以就每天都是比较害怕，就是总是担心这个担心那个。
ভয় থাকতো এখন কোনো ভয় নেই
আমার নাম লাকি কোয়ালিটি ডিপার্টমেন্টে আর আমি একজন হিসাব সঙ্গী তোমাদের এটা মনে আছে কিভাবে টাকা বের করতে হয় ব্যালেন্স চেক করতে হয়
我叫陈清琴我加入健康大使的原因是因为我觉得对于一个女性来说健康真的很重要
My name is Zipola Sufa and I'm a peer educator. There are some moments I could feel proud when I'm answering their questions, especially when I was teaching them about family planning.
Asante kwake, maisha yangu imebadilika.
Sasa naelewa njia ya kutumia family planning.
কিছু টাকা আমি সঞ্চয় করে রাখতে পারি
এই ঘটনার পর আমার জীবনে পরিবর্তন এসেছে যে আমি সুপারভাইজারের কাছ থেকে এখন নিজেই মানে ছুটি নিতে পারি বা আমার সমস্যার কথা বলতে পারি
他经常会跟我们宣传这些健康的知识，然后比如说经常会教我们说一些妇科疾病怎么
থ্যাঙ্কস টু হার ভবিষ্যৎ নিয়ে ভাবছি
So this is a year actually of many milestones for BSR, not just the 25th anniversary of the organization, but it is also the 10th anniversary of HERproject. So that video was developed to celebrate that milestone. So now HERproject is actually one of BSR's largest and longest running collaborative initiatives with a mission to empower women in global supply chains. Over the course of the last 10 years, we've worked with over 60 multinational companies, many of which are in the room today, 650 of your suppliers, to empower more than 700,000 women across the developing world. So women make up, yes. Women make up the majority of the labor force in light manufacturing and agriculture globally. Many of these women are between the ages of 18 to 35 of reproductive age, and work in a factory or a farm might be their first entry into the formal labor force, but it also offers them access to something that may be otherwise difficult to obtain, a formal salaried wage. And bringing that wage home can change not just a household's perception of a woman's role in society, but the community at large. But despite working full-time, which in a factory typically means 6 days a week, 8 hours a day, sometimes more, women are still responsible for the majority of the unpaid work that is critical for households and the economy at large to thrive. On average, women do more than twice as much unpaid work than men do. So that is caring for children, making sure that they're fed, carrying water. I think a lot of these roles that women play were captured so beautifully this morning in Annie Griffith's presentation. So that gap, that gender chore gap, is even greater in poorer countries. In India, women do 6 hours of unpaid work for every hour that a man does. So the resulting time poverty means that women have to make trade-offs if they want to work full-time outside of the home. And too often that means their own well-being. So we developed HERproject to work with many of you, to work with employers of women, to work with service providers, women themselves, and may I add, with men, to ensure that critical information and products and services are available to women in their place of work, where they spend so much of their waking hours. So we're very proud of the progress that we have made in the last 10 years. There is a lot to celebrate, and we should. But I think if you need a reminder that these issues are as critical as they have ever been, you could just check your Twitter feed probably right now. And the role of business is perhaps more vital than it has ever been.
Over the last year, it seems that almost every headline really reminds us of how far we still have to go. Whether it is the ever-growing number of women that are bravely sharing their stories online through the Me Too campaign, or the near constant fight for women's reproductive rights worldwide, the pace of change can feel quite frustrating at times. We know these challenges are complex. We know that the solutions require everyone to come together. But we also know that there is a strong and growing case for why business should care. Gender equality represents a huge opportunity for economic and business gains. Closing gender gaps globally could add 12 trillion to GDP by 2025, and there is a strong correlation between diversity in leadership and higher returns, increased profitability, and higher share prices. Each of your companies has a role and opportunity to accelerate change. Women are present in every part of your value chain. And you can be, and you should be, thinking holistically about those opportunities. That means, yes, thinking about the women workers in your global supply chains, absolutely. And extending those same commitments to women here in your workplaces. It also means thinking about how you can integrate a gender lens into your products and services, and how you can use your voice to stand up for women's rights. Your respective businesses can make sure that we are shaping a future where women are both equally contributing to and benefiting from the global economy. BSR is excited and eager to be your partner to help you on that journey. In the spirit of our conference theme, we are seeking business leadership. We are seeking business leadership to accelerate progress for women globally. To get there, though, we know we need a few things. First, we need a renewed sense of urgency. The challenges that we're talking about are very much current. They are not in the past. We are currently at the highest number of female CEOs ever in the Fortune 500, and we are still only at 32. Not a single country globally has reached gender parity, and neither has a single company. We need the business community to be engaged, be persistent, and be open to the sometimes challenging conversations. We also need you to dig deeper. Your businesses should absolutely be concerned with the numbers of women, but we also should be thinking about why so much of what we've already tried really hasn't worked. We need businesses to be bringing innovation and new solutions, and we need to really address the underlying systemic challenges that women face. And last, and probably most importantly, a common theme that we've heard throughout, but in particular in this space, we really need you to be public, and we need you to be heard. We need both new and more champions. And it should be obvious, but we need more men and male voices at and in women's empowerment conversations. So the evidence is clear. Investments in women pay off for businesses, for families, and for our communities. Now is the time to act and lead. Thank you.